Okay folks, welcome to the second Halo Mega Bloks video I've done, and this is just a bit of an update on a few little extras. So we'll tempt you with the Chiefs, but let's move them out of the way and go on to George. Now, you may have all seen my Noble Team video that I did, and since then they released in the Skirmisher, I think, or Spade versus Skirmisher pack, a Grenadier Spartan. So looking at him, you can see that I've taken that Grenadier and I've painted it just like George. So you have obviously the yellow on George's body, if you can see that, and I've painted the red parts on, and certainly put a lot of detail onto the backpack, which was just one big lump of grey plastic, as Mega Bloks like to do with a lot of their stuff. And then particularly, I think you can probably see with the gun, again that comes as just one grey piece of plastic, and so here you can see that I've put all the details on to make it look nice and shiny and just like George's gun. So everybody said that the guy that came in the pack is not George. You can take it as you like, but certainly the paint job wasn't like George's, so I've made it look as best as I can like George. So I will do another video with the complete Noble squad at some point. The only other change I made is the handle there. The back part of the machine gun comes pointing down a lot more. Just heated it up and bent it up. It makes it a lot easier for George to hold it actually flat and level like George does. Otherwise he tends to be pointing it up into the sky somewhere, which obviously isn't very useful when you're taking down Covenant scum. Okay, so let's put George to one side for a second. And then the latest pack I bought was the new Warthog, which comes with two of these. If you're into Halo, you will recognize this is the new mold for Halo 4. But I have to say I was a little disappointed with the paint job. When you go onto YouTube and the internet and stuff, you can see that Chief doesn't look that much like that. So like I do, ta-da! Custom paint job. Now I hope you can see the main differences. Let's focus on the legs first. He's got the little silver clips just above his knees, and around his feet he has a black surround, and around his knee, which is more appropriate. Then if you look at the waist, let's start there. On the normal one it comes and it's all green. Now, as we've seen on the videos, he's got a lot more of the under armor that sort of protrudes through, and all the green metallic armor is like additions. It's stick on top stuff. It makes him look a lot more mobile. Certainly when you look at the arm shoulder pieces, he's got these very triangular shoulder covers, and on the normal one they're not differentiated hardly at all, because the back of the arm is supposed to be black, hence I have painted it all black. And I've added, you can see the details of these little bits here, and if you look on again the pictures, that's all very realistic. I don't know if you can make it out too well on here, maybe, but I've actually painted his hands green, but I've put a lot of I've scraped a lot of the green away with a knife to give him individual fingers, and remembering as well with the index finger, the firing finger, to leave that mostly black, as they make a point to say that that finger is less armored up than the rest of them, so Chief can have a sensitive trigger finger. Not that we suspect he's much of a sensitive type of character. And I hope you can make it out. On the chest I've put some damage on, as Chief has. I used heated up a knife so it was nice and hot, and just pressed it against the body to make some nice sort of slightly melted damage. It looks like he's taken fire, and then brushed in some black wash to make it look worn. Again, on the chest he's got the silver buckles that are painted on there, and lots of blacked in bits around the side there and underneath the neck, as he should have. Then if we move to the helmet, I've painted this slightly darker green down the middle and on the sides here. I don't know how well you can make that out, including the little silver bits next to. And if you can see with the visor compared to that guy, he doesn't have the slight sort of black surround that the visor sits in. So I've painted that in, and I have to say that made a big difference to the way the helmet looks. As you go normal one and Chief. I think you can all agree that the painted version looks so much better. Okay, so that's it for this one. Not a big one, not a lot of characters in it. I will do some more. I have some more. I just need to upload them all and put them onto my computer. So those of you that have watched the first video, please put some comments on this. I will try and reply to them this time. And yeah, subscribe to my page. I'm going to do some more reviews, and I may even start to introduce some custom vehicles. They'll be the main vehicles, but with custom paint jobs to make them look better. And I may treat you guys to a bit of a technique. I might try and video myself doing one in stop motion or in slow motion, so you can see what sort of techniques I use. Okay guys, I hope you all enjoy the video. Halo 4 is out on the 6th of November, I think, worldwide. Can't wait for that. And if you haven't seen it, if you go into Halo Waypoint, if you all know what that is, it's something on the Xbox. From the 5th of October they have a